Wow. Whew. Bit of a chilly start to the morning today, but a wonderful start. Look at that over there. Let's sit here and have a spot of morning breakfast. Let's have a look what we got today. Oh, it's in here. It's in my papoose. Woo. So today we have got, had to bend them in half to get in the tub. We've got sort of, I suppose, period and diarrhea sandwich. I've got to start today's video off with some sad news, unfortunately. I feel like I'm actually about to start crying, but the guy who prints all the FIL merch, like all the t-shirts and hats and stuff, he's actually dyed his pubes ginger, but he was talking to me on the phone, and we've basically come to the conclusion that we're going to stop doing all the like what a treat merch and all the FIL stuff and that. We feel like it's kind of run its course, and we want to do something better in the future, and he's got things he needs to do for a bit. So yeah, it's open for another month though. If anyone does want to get some merch, I'm not trying to push it. Like, I'm just letting you know that it is open for one more month, and then we're gonna axe it and do something new in the future. But more importantly, thank you to anyone who did buy t-shirts or a hat and stuff like that, and it's good memorabilia of a good time. But I think the new merch, when we do it, will be less alcohol orientated. But yeah, thank you to anyone who did purchase a t-shirt. We've got some stuff to do today. Got some big jobs to do today. We're going to head off into the big city of Colchester. But before I do that, I need to have one of Mrs. Phil's mystery shots. She's cooked up a new batch. I don't know whether she cooks them or whatever, but yeah, see what this one's about. Oh. Phil. Oh, wow. They've got to be good for you if they taste like that. Lovely. Well, I've got a few parcels to pick up from the locker today, and normally I leave the delivery driver, you know, like a thank you message or something. We don't know what his name is, so we're going to have to... Hello, what is the most common name in the world? Most common name in the world is Mohammed, so we're just gonna take a chance and go with that. To Mohammed, keep up the good work, have a drink on me, Phil, F-I-L. When I arrived in Colchester, my first job was to swing via the skate park and drop off these old planks of wood that I didn't need anymore. They still got plenty of life in them. I've done this at my local skate park. I dropped a couple of old decks off there that I didn't want anymore, and I went down the next day and someone had just smashed them all up. So we're dropping them off at Colchester today and see how they get on. Hopefully they find a new home before some little turd on an e-bike wearing a balaclava just smashes them up for fun. Don't know what to say about that. I just turned up and found that, and it's got a pretty much brand new pair of Indies on it. I could take that, but nah, I've come down here to drop some stuff off. I'm going to poke it under here with the rest of them.
Today we're going to be visiting this fine establishment, Colchester Castle, which was built back in 1110 Twentington by Ken Barlow from Coronation Street.
Going up.
After seeing what it was like to be disabled, it was time to check out some important artefacts. My brain was finding it very hard to take in any new information because someone had decided to bring their chimp to the museum. The first important artifact I found was this bloke from Lord of the Rings, but it didn't even work. Oh, listen to this, it's going to be a ripper. When's it your Dolomio day?
Hello there, my name's Bob, and I've got a 10-inch knob, and it bounces between my knees and it stinks of feta cheese. That's why I have to carry around this big whip to waft away any flies and prevent them from landing on my bell end and crawling up my urethra and laying eggs.
Hello, my name's Tina, and I'm an anorexic prosy with a yeast infection. Most of the boys around here refer to me as the quarter pounder with cheese.
Yeah, my name's Jammy Bobby and I like to sculpt pots out of my own shat.
I finally got a chance to go on the horse riding machine after being snaked by some ginger kid with a lisp, but I could feel Father Christmas looking over my shoulder and I ended up coming last place. But then I went and made a stained glass window, and after that I tried on some different hats. Listen to this, it's going to be a ripper. Oh! Welcome to the barbecue. It was time to go down into the prisons.
So, you come in here to look around, have you?
The name's Benson Hedges, and I'm gonna pin you down and suck you dry. Many a straight man have turned gay down here in the cellars, especially after I've smashed their back doors in with a 15-inch cucumber.
I tried to get in the cell as soon as I could, but unfortunately there was a padlock on the door. Well, I've just read all the information on that sign, and I wouldn't be able to tell you anything about this building because I've read it, but I've not actually took any of it into my brain at all. It was time for a good old-fashioned spot of slop gobbling. Today we're trying out this new place called German Doner Kebab. I've heard great things about this place and I'm a massive fan of kebabs, so let's see what it's all about. I went for the OG kebab. I figured that would give me like the best sort of verdict of this place rather than ordering loads of like limited edition stuff. I just went for the straight up kebab with mixed meat and garlic sauce and chili sauce. Look at the size of this thing, so much meat I could hardly fit it in my mouth. If you're going out for some slops and you're ordering more than this, realistically you probably don't need it. Like, I'm quite a big guy and this is more than enough for me. I mean, this is my opinion, but I'm saying it because I'm the guy who kind of gets sucked into, you know, when the machine asks you, like, how about 6 mozzarella chicken fizzly pops with it or something? And I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. And it's costing you more money. And realistically, you don't need it. This is enough food for a fully grown man. And this kebab is getting a 10 out of 10 from me. It's honestly the best kebab I've tasted since I've been being an idiot on the internet. This is the best one I've reviewed so far. Absolutely perfect. The salad was unbelievably fresh, the meats were good, the sauces were amazing, and I think the best thing about it was the bread that it come in. It was like, I don't know, I can't even explain it, like some waffly fresh bread thing. The only minor downside is that it is a very messy meal. You're gonna have to suck off your fingers afterwards because it is literally like eating a road traffic accident. Honestly, that's the nicest thing I've ever eaten, I reckon. Unbelievable. OG kebab, OG mixed kebab. You don't need chips or anything with that, just get the kebab. Woo! I need to go and find a non-alcoholic beer to wash it down with now. I just bought a banana for 27p and they asked me whether I wanted to donate 73p. It's not for me, it's for a very special lady. I popped into the Cow's Poon for a pint of Guinness 0.0 to wash down those German slops. There's no doubt about it, Guinness 0.0 is a fantastic pint for a non-alcoholic one, but it is certainly missing that, you know, when you have a Guinness and it is like relief, it's missing just that little tickle off the top, but
it is certainly a drinkable, non-alcoholic stout. I let the rest of this creamy substance drip down the back of my throat, and it was time for me to go and finish the last job of the day. Time for another good deed. This is a black bin bag full of cloves, like things that I've bought, things I bought in charity shops, and then thought they'd be worth more money than they were, like on the internet, but they didn't sell. They've just been sat there lingering around. So I'm going to, I've bagged it all up, and I'm going to go and put it in. There's a clothes and shoes bank over there, so let's go and donate that. Well, it looks like those garments are going to the Salvation Army, which is obviously a fantastic charity. They do a lot of work with like homeless people. It's not even funny. I'm allowed to laugh though, because I've done a little homeless stint. Did a couple of months living in a tent in an abandoned allotment down in Plymouth, and self-inflicted, no fault but my own, and I had a brilliant time. It's probably one of the best little chapters of my life, to be honest with you. So I'm always a little bit envious of homeless people, especially when you're on like a night out and it gets to the early hours of the morning and you're absolutely hanging and you just want to get in bed, and then you walk past some homeless chap in the doorway all tucked up in his sleeping bag snoring his head off. The jealousy starts kicking in. But I appreciate there's a lot, obviously, people out there that don't want to be homeless and don't deserve to be homeless, so hopefully those clothes will keep them nice and warm.